Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Red Flora Tarot. This is for the sign Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising sign. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would love that. If you hit that little wiggly bell, you'll get all the notifications when I post new videos. Let's see. So, of course, this will not resonate with everyone. This is for the beginning of June, but it may, start a little early. It may start a little late. Everybody's got a little bit of a unique way of receiving energy, right? And obviously, depending on when you were born in your sign of Capricorn, it may affect you in different ways. So, it may not have anything to do with this week. It may come into play next week or the week after that, right? I am using, of course, your traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, and I will clarify just to help get a little more inside help. A couple of different oracle decks that I like to use. The Law of Attraction by Abraham Hicks, and the Masters, Ascended Masters by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so one more shuffle, my dear Capricorn, and we'll get going here. Let's see what we have for you today, Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to hear about today? What does Capricorn need to hear about today? Let's see. Okay, this is the second time I've only done 3 readings today so far. This is the second time I've got that. So, what's going on? People are a little uneasy, maybe because it's the end of the school year and the home's a bit in chaos right now. That's about the best I can say, because the Ten of Cups upright, that's wish fulfillment. That's joy, happy home, family loving each other. Maybe there's just a little chaos going on right now, Capricorn. Hang in there. Let's see what else we have to say. Oh, what? Lovers in the reverse. Okay, maybe you and your spouse are more of the issue, not so much the kids, or not necessarily spouse. Could be girlfriend, boyfriend, could be, the choice, the lovers. Upside down. It just means that maybe we got the Chariot. Somebody may be moving on, my dear Capricorn. Somebody is moving on from this relationship situation that you've been in. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. You made a different choice, or they did. So no wonder this wish for fulfillment is not being fulfilled, because are you going through a breakup, Capricorn, of some sort? The lovers, it doesn't necessarily have to be a lover, but my experience is it generally is, okay? So, but it could be a friend. It could be a choice between a friend and a lover. But whatever it is, one of you or both of you seems to be moving on from it, and it is creating what appears to be your wish or theirs for a loving relationship isn't exactly what you were hoping for. And not only that, but rather than stay in that situation, you're like, nope, I gotta go. Or they are. You could sit in that nice little warm church or home or relationship, because there's a certain amount of comfort here. Obviously there was a certain amount of love there, but one of you or both of you or you is going, you know what, it's not worth it. Whatever happened, you're like, not worth it. I'm going. I gotta go. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Both those cards I got in the last reading. So Capricorn, maybe you know Sagittarius, because Sagittarius got both those cards. Could very well have something to do with you. Let's see. All right. So I think that Not only did you move on, but you moved on to something else. And you had a choice. As a matter of fact, you had a couple of them, or they did. But you made that decision. You left this behind, this somewhat of what appeared to be, you know, your wish come true that did not turn out that way. It's behind him now. And something else came into play, or someone else. Now, it could be, you know, that this turned itself around and this is the same person, but I don't see it that way. What this is telling me, that this situation did not turn out to be what you wanted it to be. You thought it was true love. You thought it was all that, you know, all of this and that and the other thing, but you decided to move on. You know what? Because it did not come to fruition the way it was intended or hoped for. And you made a different choice, or they did. It could be a job situation. It could, but see, we've got Lovers and we've got two of Cups. So this to me says a relationship situation. It could be a job situation. It could be a partner, but we've got Lovers. We've got Two of Cups. This is a romantic situation. And you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that you know, if you're married that you're going to end it. It could just be that your marriage at this moment is not satisfying you, and that you've kind of perhaps decided to sort of like back away, emotionally speaking. You are definitively looking out at the horizon. You definitively made a choice, and you're looking for that next opportunity to follow through on it. I see this kind of as though, if you were a single person, I would say that this, if you were a single person, whatever relationship you were in kind of fell apart. It was not at all what you had hoped it would be. And you are like, you know, you got in your car and you went, I'm gonna drive. I don't need this as much as they thought you did, or as much as you thought you did. But you know what? Someone else is going to come out of the woodwork. If you're a single, I see this as leaving something, moving on to find something quite wonderful, and deciding to go with that. If you're a single person, okay. Let's get a little bit more clarity, shall we? We're going to go with the Abraham Hicks Law of Attraction to get us a little more advice. And then we'll get a little clarity, or who we need to perhaps call on if we feel we need guidance or help, divine help from the Ascended Masters from Doreen Virtue. So, what do we have to say for our dear Cappies? How you doing? Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's try one more cut. And let's see. Oh. Well, of course you do, Capricorn. I want continual, joyous growth. I think that's exactly what happened here. It just wasn't. It was not going down the road that you had hoped it would. So you got in your car and drove, right? You moved away, made a decision. Turns out maybe you ran into somebody else you really cared, or came back to somebody else that really meant more than you thought they did. It says here, I am a growth-seeking being, and it is exhilarating to remember that expansion is not only natural, but inevitable. I love knowing that joy is simply a choice. A choice. So since my expansion is inevitable, I choose to have it in joy. So perhaps this relationship that you thought was going to give you all that joy really didn't. You left it, you moved forward, you made a different choice. Could have stayed there, but you took the hard road. Something else is coming forward. if you're a single person. If you're married, it could be that, you know what, because you sort of did the hard thing and said, nope, 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 you guys will come to an understanding. Okay, one more card. Because you want to be happy, right? I mean, we're not put on this earth to be miserable. And sometimes I think we people think, oh, well, I'm being practical. But actually, you're just choosing to be miserable. It's not really practical. Sometimes those practical choices are really just us digging our feet in because somehow we think if we suffer enough that we'll get what we want. But that just really isn't true, right? You know this, right, Cappy? I know you're practical people. I know you know that you're smart, and God bless you. I love Capricorns for their practicality. But sometimes you guys can just be a little stuck on the side of the hill when you don't really need to be, okay? There is someone out there that loves and chooses you, and you choose them, and we don't need to live this life hoping for this but not getting it, right? We can have it. We want it. We want to be happy in it. Well, actually, by the way, Capricorns, you can be some of the happiest people I've ever met in my life. Okay, really, Capricorn, if you are not involved with the Sagittarius, I would be very surprised because they also got this card. Spiritual law of attraction. And I cannot say this, I don't know why. You can help me, you know. Melchizedek. So, you know, he was an alchemist, right? He was a philosopher. He knew the right combination. So this very well may be that you inadvertently attracted this fear, unsureness. Something occurred that puts you in a state of fear. So it's saying, you know, if you're always worried, you're going to gather things to worry about, my friend. You've got to leave it behind you. Got to walk away from it so that you can be here. Whatever happened to this happy moment, this happy, joyous growth that was going on here that you thought was going to be whatever it is that is to you, did not come to fruition the way you would hope to. And perhaps you were attracting some negative thoughts that created that, or they were. A situation came into play that added to a realization that this relationship wasn't working the way you had hoped it would. You can make it work, or you can move the heck on if you're single and not married, and lo and behold, someone will walk right in and say, hello. So my dear, dear Capricorn, take a moment. You're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be in your joy. And I think you very well could be, my friend. Whatever happened, you're moving on. It's okay. Enjoy that. Take it for all it's worth. Ask for help. Achieve those better combinations, whatever they may be in this relationship. And either move on, let it go, make a new choice, and something will come to fruition because of that. All right? Have a good one, Cappies. We'll see you soon.